Whoa, it's the illusion reporting from Matrix Earth. Look at that, look at all that. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day here. Beautiful Wednesday. Had a nice little storm last night. So it's up and at 'em today. It's got a lot to do today. Not only do I have my 15 projects that are all in play, man, got a bunch of orders, sold a bunch of that art. I gotta ship that, and that's a whole process to get that stuff ready to ship. I like make boxes for the art to get shipped in. I'm looking around, I got stuff to paint, seeds to plant, things to build, places to organize and clean, podcasts to do, coffee to drink, paraplegics coffee, of course, and all of it. Dude's firing a cannon over at the rifle range over there, or gun range as it is. But feeling pretty good about it all. I like the feeling of the cool air on my head right now. I'll tell you that much. It feels really nice. Feels alive. I feel alive. But yeah, I mean, that's it. I think that is the goal of life in a weird way, is to have a bunch of stuff to do. It's funny, man. I remember before I got sober, the concept of boredom used to come across my reality a lot. Like, oh, I don't like, you know. And since I've gotten sober, dude, boredom is not a reality. There's no such thing as boredom. There's a lot of like, whoa, there's too much to do-ness, dude. Like more things to do than I even know. I can't say I'm bored. It really is the true action sport of life is the mundane. Like, yeah, it's just a typical day up here at Talons Out, and I got a lot to do, dude. I gotta go fire up saws right now and send things out in the mail and print t-shirts and make sure find out where that 6th chicken is, check on our baby chicks, dude. We got the eggs coming in. I gotta go water the plants, plant the plants, do all this stuff, right? I gotta take Owl to baseball practice tonight. I gotta just sit and really look at that and just be like, wow, that is beautiful. That is fantastic. That is a beautiful, beautiful view right there. And in that view, right? In that view is the infinite proof of God's existence, man. The infinite proof of the love. And you know, it kind of circles back on that thing I've really been hammering down on, you know, is the proof of God's love for you is the fact that the mountains don't care. Which is an interesting paradigm, because it like that thought, right? God's love for you is the fact that the mountains don't care. Almost seems contradictory, but it's really not, because the love for you can't care. Like, that's what God's is. God's love for you doesn't care that you're broken or fallen or overwhelmed. You can always get back. All you have to admit is that you want the love, right? I know that's a weird thing, because, you know, God ultimately cares about you. That's why he loves you. But the proof of it all is this, what appears to be like a permanent thing, and yet it's in total movement. Like that thing, those mountains are in total flux right now. We just don't have the ability to see it with our limited perception. Like right now on that mountain, there's nothing but movement right now. The water's melting, the birds are flying around, the animals are moving around, things are happening up there, and yet it just looks still, right? Leaves are growing, you know, worms are moving around, bugs are doing their thing, and yet stationary. And that's where I really have been trying to dig down on this, like the mountains don't care type of thing, is because that up there, even though it just looks like a postcard, is totally 100% operating independent of what I do, what anyone does. I mean, you could go and, I suppose you could go smash it. You go take some yellow bulldozers up there. And yet, how long would it take till it regrows itself? It's sort of like that whole Chernobyl thing, right? Like, you know, when they go in there and look like it's like a full wildlife zone now. I don't know, man. Maybe that's just a little off base, but what I'm getting at is the birds don't seem to care. Like, listen to them. They're just doing their spring thing, and the buds are all coming out on the plants. I mean, look at this. Like, these things are about to just go off. Just blooming bushes, dude. What am I getting at in my rambling, incoherent thing? Is get busy living, dude. Get busy living, man. Don't let them tell you that this isn't the time to thrive. This is the time. There's never been a better time in reality to thrive than today, than right now. Right now, just shake off the shackles of their weird, dark world. Who are they? Anyone who would tell you that it's doom and gloom, man. Anyone who's not delivering the good news, anyone who's not delivering the positivity, the grace, the dignity, the transformative understanding of the truth, man. Because once you understand the truth, and there is only one truth, right? That God is real and God loves you. That's the truth. And once you understand that, you would never, ever turn your back on the ability to thrive. You would understand that even when you think it's game over, it's just beginning. Someone sent me this song. Isaiah Approach sent me this trippy song by this band Dari or something, and it's all about, like, the kind of theme of it all is just as broke as I'm just as broke as when I was born, right? Which is like the truth is like. But it's sort of, I come from it the opposite perspective, which I think is the blessing perspective, is I'm just as abundant as when I was born, right? Like, the abundance has always been here. It's just been my own perception that's viewed it as lack, because I translate it into like trinkets or money or, you know, surf trips or skateboards or whatever it is that we translate the thing into, dude, and we think that is, but we've never ever, that's all been fluff and sideshow, and we all got to leave it at the end anyhow. So when you really think about it, we're all as abundant as when we were born, right? Because there's nothing like that. Is like the ultimate abundance, is to be born, right? Like, fascinating, dude. That's why they don't want you claiming that original 9 months of your life, right, from the divine spark. Because when you realize that you were alive 9 months before when you were actually born, like that, think about that abundance, right, in utero and the whole thing. I don't know how we went from the mountains to there, but we sure do, don't we? Anyway, man, I got to get busy. I got to get busy building the new dream right now. There's links down below. Order up some t-shirts or some art or whatever you got to do. But I'll say, man, the most important thing you can do to support this channel is to just get busy living. And while you're living, go use the name tags and be kind to people, and just, you know, treat people how you would hope to be treated, and stay out of the darkness, stay out of the fray. Whatever you do, man, if your vibe is fear, ask yourself why, and then counteract that with the abundance of God's love. Anyway, this is The Illusion signing off.